Hey guys, today on Average Reviews from an Average Guy, we're going to be looking at the Jamboree. Alright guys, and welcome to another Average Review. So today we're looking at the Jamboree. Now this is by Marlowe, and it's a tambourine that sits in your guitar sound hole. All you do is insert it into the sound hole, and then as you're strumming, you catch the bells of the tambourine and you get yourself a bit of a percussion as well. Now it's supposed to be very easy to install, and all we do is we lift the E and the A string up and we slide our jamboree in like so. Done. So if I can do it, most people can do it. I always struggle with anything that involves any sort of skill. So it's that bad boy there. Now all we do is as we're playing, we want to catch the tambourine as we strum along. And that's it. It's very simple. It's a lovely idea. It's one of those ideas that you can't believe doesn't exist already. It just seems the right thing. So it's kind of for your sort of campfire jams or your acoustic jams. You can use it in a live environment, but unless you have an internal microphone in your acoustic, you're going to have to mic up the tambourine separately in order for it to sound. This all depends on the size of the gig, of course, because we actually jammed with it for the first time with Bent Tomorrow a week or so ago at our rehearsals, and there was just the three of us doing an acoustic set, and it was ringing through okay. I think live we're gonna have to do something about miking up the sound, but I don't think it's going to be trouble. Just a microphone there and you've got it. It's just that extra element. Really, really simple idea. So let's jump to it and get to hearing how it sounds in the real world. Okay, there we go. That's the Jamboree from Marlowe. I'm not going to lie to you, that's a lot of fun to do. It adds a new element to the playing, that sort of percussive feel that just lifts the music slightly. I could definitely see there are certain styles and certain songs that just it will not work for at all, but for these sort of like maybe popping around your friend's house and having a sing song or a jam, sitting around a campfire if you like camping, that sort of thing. I really think it'll bring another element to the songs. You could also add maybe a foot stomp for the bass drum, use the tambourine for those snare hits, and that whole percussive element of your playing is lifted. So it'll be great for solo, duos, trios without a drummer, you know, that sort of thing. The way that this thing sits underneath the strings is low enough that it doesn't get caught when you're just strumming. And the angle in which it sits at is not an angle where I would generally strum. So I'm not catching it accidentally. Now this is a great thing. You have to physically move your hand to where the tambourine is in order to create the sound. It means there's no accidental hits or messy sounds going on. You can really plan where you want that tambourine hit to come. Now everything I did was strumming because that's what I found easiest to do with this thing. I'm sure there are fingerstyle guitarists out there that will be able to do something phenomenal with this, excuse me. I'm not a great fingerstyle player, so I don't know, and I didn't want to put any of you guys through the torture of listening to me even try. But you know what? If you're a fingerstyle guitarist and you either use this or you want to, or you've got ideas, you know, hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'm really interested to see what can be done with this in that sort of style of playing. So that's it. It's slit underneath your strings into your sound hole, and you hit the tambourine when you want the tambourine sound. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Pros and cons. Pros. This thing can be installed very quickly and easily. All you have to do is lift up the E and the A string, slide it into the hole, and then just fasten it into place. Now, if you're worried about scratches, you can always go in from the E and the B string and use the pick guard as protection for yourself, or you can loosen the strings and give yourself a bit more room. Either way, it's quick and it's easy, and it's just simple. This thing is light and it's portable. It's not like a big solid tambourine. It doesn't have any rigidness to it apart from the actual tambourine bells themselves. The ring is rubber and it's very flexible. So that could slot into your guitar case, or it can stay in your guitar. Either way, it's very easy to transport. It sits in such a way that you don't really accidentally hit the tambourine when you don't want to, meaning that you don't get any excess sound. And when you're just strumming, purposefully missing it, it's not ringing out, so you can just carry on playing the guitar as you normally would. It sits in such a way in the sound hole that it doesn't really affect the sound coming out of the sound hole. By its very nature, there's a hole in it, so we're not blocking any sound in any way like that. Obviously, the second that anything touches the top of a guitar, the sound's going to change very subtly as we go through, but not, to my ear, in any way that makes a huge difference. And it's not very expensive. Now, when I bought it, it was about 20 bucks plus postage, and I had to wait a little while. These things seemed to be quite popular when they came out, and so I had to wait for more to be made, and then I had to wait for it to be shipped from the US all the way over to the UK. Even then, it was only about 4 weeks wait, and it arrived absolutely fine, no damage, well packaged, and all of that. Cons. So, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I don't think it looks terrible, but it's definitely got a look. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. I love a guitar to look like a guitar and be all natural and beautiful and maybe a little bit beaten up. So when you start adding things, I think it does take away a little bit of the aesthetic beauty of the guitar. The way that it sits in the sound hole is great in that you might not accidentally be hitting it, but it does take a bit of work for you to be able to make sure you're hitting it precisely each time. Now, I know that's the same of pretty much any instrument that you pick. It's all about the practice you put in, but please be aware that it's not just something that's going to work immediately. You need to put a bit of effort in for it to work properly. I mean, that's kind of it. There's not much to this thing. It's a tambourine that sits inside your guitar. Either you want one or you don't. It's really that simple. So If you're a strummer who likes to sit around a campfire, I think this thing is perfect for you. If you're a purist who doesn't like things to look like that, then it's probably not for you. Okay guys, so that was the Jambourine from Marlowe. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Is this something that you're interested in playing? Are you a strummer? Are you a picker? Are you a fingerstyle guy? I'm so interested to see other people's thoughts of this product, and maybe if you can get some links in there of anything that you've done or anything that you know someone else has done. I'd love to see this thing in action from all these different perspectives. So just hit me up, hit me up. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I've been Simon from Tomorrow Bird, just an average guy giving you an average review. Till next time.